Hey everybody, my name's Orion Rogers, and I just thought I'd pick out some random listings and do some listing reviews. And fortunately, this host looks like they're new to Airbnb. I mean, I see new host here. I've got their name, so I'm just gonna go through my thoughts on this. I'm not an expert in any way. I've been at this for about 9-10 years now. We have a company up here in Canada hosting about 30 properties managed, and yeah, I don't know. It's fun, and any way you can give feedback and value to new hosts getting into this game, I think is great. So yeah, let's just go from the top here. So a couple of things I would just like look out at is right away, the listing title here. If you're doing this, like let's make sure we're adding some just catch point information in here. I don't know if maybe you're just really getting going on this listing, but definitely like what is this place? It's 4 bedroom. It's got 6 beds, sleeps 10. Maybe highlight the location where it is. I saw you got some information on your location down here. So really just like cliff noting that up into your listing. I think it's best, and I run a company that like professionally manages or co-hosts for individual property owners. And even though I run a company, I still have my own personal picture. Actually, it's me and my wife that own the company. So my wife's name, my name, and a picture of both of us. And actually, our kids are way in the background behind us. But I do think there's a lot of value in that, showing that it's a face, especially if you're new and you don't have any reviews, your identity is just verified. Like this person is just getting going. Obviously joined in April 2021 as a guest. So yeah, that would be some comment I'd have on that. Jumping into the photos, I don't know. A lot of people are opting into the photo tour. I personally don't like it. The photo tour doesn't let me take my guests on the journey that I want them to go on. I mean, you got a great property here, really well done, nice high-end finishings. You've taken some really great photos. For your first listing out of the gate, you've done an exceptional job here. This host has really kind of nailed it right away. Obviously had a bit of a budget and was able to, to do that. My comments here would be, if you wanted to take them on the photo tour, that's great. But if you really wanted to like highlight like from your Hero 5 photo, and I'll give you an example. This is one of our listings where we kind of play with the Hero 5 photo of our best features or some of our best features. And when you click into them, you actually get to you control this pathway of photos. We've selected this based on, criteria that we feel is important as you're trying to make your decision if you're going to book, right? And so that's the advantage of not having the photo tour. Whereas if you're the photo tour, and I've said this a few times to people, is like you get stuck in this trap of, okay, there's the living room. Now there's living room 2. Now I'm into the kitchen. But like, where is that photo of, like, let's say this one? It doesn't matter what you click on, you always end up in the same starting point of the photo tour. So just something to keep in mind. I mean, that's just, I got beef with it. You could get some more information up here, self-check-in. If you include your Wi-Fi details, if you do the Wi-Fi test from your mobile device, it will put your Wi-Fi speed up here. There you go. See, I've got Wi-Fi speed. I've got the self-check-in. It shows I'm a superhost because I've been doing this a little bit longer. But you'll get those things with time. I don't know your market, so I won't comment on your pricing too much. But what I would notice is like you're running a 3-night minimum. Is that what you want? 2-night minimum, in my opinion, is the best kind of minimum you're going to go to, unless you really do want to host same-day turnover guests, which is, or one-night booking guests, because the 2-night minimum allows somebody to book a weekend, which, most people work Monday to Friday with Saturday, Sunday off. So check in Friday, check out Sunday. You don't allow that right now. I'm just going to clear your dates and look a little further ahead. Yeah, you're running 3-night minimum across the board. So you could change that with some rule sets where you maybe run a 3-night minimum midweek, 2-night minimum on the weekend if you wanted to get weekend bookings. Your calendar's wide open here. Looking at your pricing, looks like you've got your new 20% discount on. You could pull that off, honestly. Like the thing with the 20% discount for a new listing, which I'm sure many of this, but it'll be applied to whatever the date is. So if someone wants to book the 4th of July, if someone wants to book New Year's, if someone wants to book Labor or Memorial Day, they're going to get 20% off of those highest rated nights. So I always, whenever I start a new listing, I take this 20% thing off right away, and I just discount my front end nights with some sort of little bit of a steeper discount, especially if it's a midweek. Also, you could go with a multi-stay discount. Just strategy wise to try and lure in new bookings. Pricing, I don't think you'll be using pricing software yet. You might have jumped on the smart pricing train. Yeah, it looks like I would say it's probably, unless you've gone Price Labs. Yeah, probably some smart pricing in here of some sort, some capacity. But a couple things to think about, multi-state discount, 2-night minimum, 10% off, 3-night minimum, 12% off, 4-night minimum, 15 or 18% off to try and get the Monday to Fridays booked. Yeah, that's just off the top of my head. Got a lot of copy in here and a lot of body. This is a lot to read for somebody. You've got a lot of information in here, but like this is great. Nestled in tranquil residential neighborhood. And I haven't read this yet, so I'm just kind of looking through it as we go here. I think it's the best way. Yeah, I mean, you're hitting the area, newly renovated, the space. So you're really trying to tell a big emotional story in here. What you could do is tell a little bit of an emotional story, right, down to there. And then the rest of this body could actually be highlighted in some sort of bullet points. Similar, and I'll just reference mine because I've got it open here. I bullet point amenities through the space, so they really get the amenities here. And this is where you could add little like notes, like if you're in a condo, you get free parking, but there's a height, right? So you add that extra information there. That way, when a guest asks the question, you can redirect them to this, or you can easily find it, or they've already found the ad answer and they won't ask you the question, right? Biggest thing we can do as a host is eliminate questions. Running 30 units, I can get upwards of 100 to 150 notifications a day from Airbnb. Fortunately, I don't because, I have a virtual team, virtual assistants that handle that. But before, when I didn't have that team in place, I get 100, 140 notifications a day of messages like, what's the height? What is the heating? Do you have a crib? How fast is the internet? Do you have Netflix with the TV? Is your body wash organic? Whatever the question is, right? And that's all my game is like minimize questions and maximize time for myself, really. So yeah, you could bullet point a lot of this space stuff because you're talking about, you got the Samsung dishwasher, you got the 65-inch smart TV. So I can go through, you got another smart TV. I'm going through and picking all this out. So you could actually even keep all that body and just like move this area down and put the bullet points in there. And then I don't know if you've done it yet, but there's more areas in there. Take a minute. So these are the areas: listing description, the space, that's what you're in, guest access, which I think you had. Other things to note. This is usually where I put more details in about like what's going on with the property. Interactions with guests, always good to have in there. So your other things to note might be to put this in here, right? You don't need to break it up with stars. You'll actually get a header. See how you've got the headers here? The space, guest access. If we go, we utilize mine. So you got the space, guest access, other things to note, right? So, but yeah, I mean, you have a beautiful property. You really are, I don't know your area. I don't know what's going on in this area, your competition. But in terms of like, oh, am I going to stay here with like my family or my multi-generational family? I mean, pretty amazing, right? Looking through your photos. You did a great idea. See, you put more body into each one of your photos on the captions area. A lot of people don't do that. I copy my reviews and I put my reviews into that area, and I use reviews that talk about that area, right? So if you've got a great patio, sun-drenched, I'll use a review there, and I'll actually like put the year of the review on that. So, oh, I didn't mean to open that. Yeah, beautiful kitchen. Great job. Really great job. I don't know why the water's running there, but whatever. That's fine. Hey, superimpose some pictures on the TV. Oh, you got your logos on the bed. That's cool. I haven't seen that before. Not in an Airbnb actually. Wow, look at this. Really, God, you really went like all out here. Oh, I love those shower heads. They're wonderful. Got the water running in all of them though, eh? The dream catchers. Oh, I see. This is the D3. I wonder what it stands for. Again, I just picked this random listing out of the group here and just like give some feedback on it, have a look at it. We can all learn from it. Super fun, right? Nice. You got the night and day shots. Okay, the dream catchers. That's your branding you're building out on. I think it's great. I don't think it's great for your listing title because I think you can have a lot more in here, especially if you're like, searching as a guest, what does that look like? Because you've got it down here already, right? Hosted by the dream catchers. And another note would be like, put some body in here about who you are. If I jump over into your host thing, you've got some reviews from somewhere. Did you have a listing before? Oh, you got 3 reviews, maybe a previous listing? Because you haven't got your star rating yet on this one. But yeah, build out your body of your thing. I mean, you're obviously going for branding here. You spent money on a logo. You've put the logo on your bedding. Make sure you fill out your body about who you are, right? So people can feel confident in who they're booking with, It's all about social validity these days. So anyways, I thought that'd be fun. Beautiful sunny day here, Friday up in Canada. We're getting that Arctic vortex as well. Well, I'm in Canada, so obviously it's cold. Well, not exactly where I live, but it is right now, I'll tell you that. Anyways, I hope it was valuable, and yeah, great. Comment below if you think I did a shit job or you think we should put some more info in here. But, I think we can always do our best as experienced hosts to give feedback to new hosts in a constructive way. I think that's super important. So, all right. Hope everyone has a great day.